All right, I'm going to make this quick. I got another round in these two 1 liter barrels. I got them from Redhead Barrels. I'll try and put a link in the description. This one I have an etching on the front of it. I had a little bit of leakage that didn't seal up, so I used some barrel wax on that one. The first run through on this barrel, I did George Dickel white corn whiskey with no additive. And this is what I got. It came out very caramely colored, not overly dark. I'll show you what it looked like before. This is a partial one. You can see the difference between them there. So it turned out pretty good. Taste-wise, it's really not bad. It's not something I would probably sit around and drink neat. Maybe mix it would probably be pretty good. This barrel here, I did Old Smokey Moonshine, White Lightning. There it is before. And I used a flavor essence in this barrel. Tennessee whiskey flavor essence, like Jack Daniels. It turned out exceptionally dark. I don't know if it was in there too long or if it was the flavor essence. It's extremely smoky and really not very pleasant at all. So I don't know if I'll drink that or not, or just kind of keep it around maybe for shots after I've had a few too many and won't notice how bad it tastes. What I did on this round, I did another George Dickel white corn whiskey with a Jim Beam additive. Jim Beam. This one was just straight Old Smoky, no additive. It's going to have a little bit of difference to it because it had that previous one that had the Tennessee whiskey. I'm going to drain these out and then I'm going to do something different. So I'm going to do Old Smoky first. Hopefully I can get this without much spillage. Just going to pull the bung here and hope for the best. Open up the spigot and get some airflow. All right. Now there's still got a little bit left in there. Oh, got my spigot open. A little bit of a mess. Clean that up. So there's still a little bit in there because this is only a 750 and this is a liter. So there's a little bit extra in there. But the coloring looks pretty good on that. Smells a little smokier, but not quite as smoky as the other. Very corny. Corn tasting. Very corn tasting. Not corny. That's really not bad. Really not bad at all. Okay, I'm going to set that one aside. I'm going to get rid of the remainder that's in here. There's really not much left. I don't need that extra. Gotta keep remembering to turn my spigot off. Now, this one's going to be a little bit trickier because it's a bit smaller opening to get this out of here. So I'm hoping I can get it in a funnel. If I try to go open the spigot and dump this thing out, it'll take forever. And I really don't want to do that. So we might get more spillage. Let's see what happens. A little bit of spillage. I'm sure there's a lot easier way to do this without any spillage and much neater, but I'm trying to do this with a press for time kind of thing. And the same thing, this is a liter. I don't need that extra. So I got that. And this is a little bit darker in color with that flavor essence. This was in the barrel for about 3 weeks. This was in the barrel for about 4 weeks. I tried going a little longer because every time you use one of these, the barrel gets a little less char. That has a flowery aroma to it. Not bad. Real kind of a bittery, flowery aftertaste to it. Drinkable. Definitely not bad. I think I'm not real partial to the George Dickel, even just it normally. That's probably why I'm not too solidly keen on the George Dickel to begin with. Those were just experiments I was playing around with. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to refill these barrels, but I'm going to try something different this time. I'm going to refill them with Jim Beam honey. And I'm going to leave this in here probably a little more than a month because this will be the third time. And what I'll probably do after I pull the Jim Beam out, I really don't expect it to change the flavor of the Jim Beam too much, though I might be surprised. I'm going to put maybe Wild Turkey 101 in there and see if the 101 picks up any of the honey flavor, honey taste to it, see if it changes. Just kind of an experiment that I'm going to do. See how that works out. But that's my second round with both of these barrels, and I think it turned out pretty good for the aging process. That's it.